Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review on Young Justice Season 2, Episode 5, called Beneath. So in this episode, we get to see, kind of a girl power episode. We get to see Bumblebee, Wonder Girl, Batgirl, and Miss Martian team up to find out, the origins of the bomb that Aqualad used. And we also get a story with, Blue Beetle on his own, and trying to find out where his friend Ty went missing. He's trying to figure it out, doesn't know where he is, and he's kind of going on his little detective work and having his own story for this episode. So that's pretty much what happened this episode, and I have to say I enjoyed this so much because we found out a lot about these new characters, and we just learn a lot more about their personalities, especially characters that we only see maybe say one line. You know, I think Wonder Girl said one line saying, I was like, I'm such a fangirl to Wonder Woman in one episode. Batgirl said one line probably when she was fighting with the Bat Family a couple episodes ago when Aqualad was turning evil. So really, these characters have had one-liners, and that's pretty much it. We don't know much about them, but with this episode, we learn a lot about these characters, their personalities, and how they work well together. Because they worked awesome together, and sometimes the team stories, you get nervous, or not really nervous, but you get scared that they're not going to work well together. It's because there are characters that just don't have good chemistry, and they just don't work well together. But all these characters worked well together, it was believable, and I loved it. And I loved how Miss kind of like the big sister for all of them. She had more experience. Wonder Girl was awesome. She's definitely one of my favorite characters from this episode. She was awesome. Loved how, like, she's trying to just get used to the superhero, just being a superhero, being on the Young Justice team. I mean, she's definitely, like, she's funny in this episode. Really, all the characters were really funny in this episode. I have to say I laughed a lot in this episode. But like I was saying, like, Wonder Girl, she's, like, one of those people that is like, oh, I want to do this. Come on, I have to do this. Like, she's a fangirl. She's a fangirl, and she admits it, and I love that. So definitely, Wonder Girl is definitely my favorite from this episode. Bumblebee, we learn more about, which I was surprised in. I don't know much about Bumblebee. So I was like, oh, wow, Bumblebee is a pretty cool character. Again, Miss Martian was awesome in this. Batgirl was awesome in this. Especially for, pulling her own weight, even though she doesn't have superpowers, and they kind of point that out in this, episode, which was another funny thing. So yeah, I'm glad that we learned about these characters. I'm glad that they took this episode to focus on these characters, and I'm very happy with that. And it was a good episode because of that. And also, Blue Beetle. Like I said for my last review, I don't love Blue Beetle, but I'm starting to. I really like his character because he's interesting. And I'm glad that we're learning more about, I guess his personality. Again, we're learning more about the suit also. We see in this episode a lot that the suit controls him, and he tries to hide his powers. The suit really says, oh, we have to use the cannon, we have to use this blast cannon, we have to. And, like, he forces Blue Beetle to do this. So you see that in this episode that the suit does control him sometimes. Well, I wouldn't say control him, but controls just obviously the suit to come out in wrong times. We see that he's a good friend. We see his personality. He's not gonna let a friend down. He knows something's wrong. He's gonna try to help his friend, and that's something he does in this episode. And there's a cliffhanger with his friend. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna tell you guys the cliffhanger, but his friend. We're gonna see his friend again. I'm gonna say. Again, I think he's a cool character, and something I loved about this was that we find more about Blue Beetle in not just the Young Justice environment, but in his secret identity environment, you know. And I love that about season 1 about these characters, is that we learn about not just the superhero, but the characters. Like Artemis, we learned about her family. Robin, we learned about the circus. Aqualad, we learned about Atlantis. You know, we learned Kid Flash, we even learned about his family. We learned Miss Martian, you know, really with her whole White Martian thing going on. So I'm hoping with these new characters we do the same, and it did show that with Blue Beetle, which I really loved, and now I'm really liking his character because of this. We learned his personality in this episode. We learned about his life without the Young Justice team, and hopefully with every character, like Wonder Girl, like Batgirl, like Blue Beetle, like Robin, like all these characters, these new characters, even Lagoon Boy, which I'm not really excited to see much of, but all these new characters, I want to learn more about not just them on the Young Justice team and them having a mission, but I want to learn about their lives and want to learn more about their personalities and their characters. So, again, I love this episode. I have to say I'm falling in love with all these new characters, loving all these new characters, just like I did in season 1. It's taken a little time because there's a lot of them, but with each episode, really a lot of centric episodes, you really fall in love with them. There's a big centric episode for Blue Beetle because he was on his solo, he was on his own, so we learned a lot about him like that. I love that we learned about these characters again that only have one-liners, we didn't know much about. You might have loved it in the comic books, you loved that they were on the show, but we didn't know much about in their personalities on the show. So definitely very happy to see them. And this was a really good episode. This is one of my favorites. And I had to say, Young Justice is improving, and really not even improving, but proving that we can have these new characters, and they're going to explain who they are. And we can fall in love with these characters just like we did with the characters from season 1. So I love this episode. I recommend it. You might have a new favorite character because of this. I know, again, I really liked Wonder Girl in this episode. I'm having more respect for Blue Beetle from the first episode. I'm like, oh, I don't really like Blue Beetle, you know. But, really, from last episode, we learned more about him with Superboy, and now with this episode, we learned a lot more about him. And, he's definitely a cool character, and, I'm excited to see more of him. And I'm excited to see more of, again, I think one character that we didn't see, I mean, we did see a lot of, but I want to learn more about is Bumblebee. Because I felt like, yeah, we did see her, but we didn't really see her personality as much in this episode, so I'm hoping we do see more of her. Batgirl, I thought we saw a lot of her personality. Again, Wonder Girl, we saw a lot. And then Miss Martian taking her leadership role in this episode. So, again, good episode. Watch this episode. I recommend it. Tell me in the comments below what you thought about the episode, what you think is going to happen next. I didn't get the chance to see the trailer for the new episode or the little glimpse they usually give you after the episode. So if you guys know what's going to happen in the next episode, what it's about, tell me in the comments below. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. We learned a lot about these new characters, and I'm very excited for the next episodes to learn even more about the characters we had in this episode and characters that we didn't have in this episode. So this is Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed, and remember in the comments below, tell me what you guys think. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for both my YouTube channels. I have news about my videos, and I have 2 Twitters, one for the random situations and one for Comic Uno. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.